Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when Governor Amason Kingi joined William Samoei Ruto after leaving Azimio, his main complaint was that ODM party and Azimio party as large refused to do zoning in Kilifi County. Yes, there was a plan to do zoning in some areas. I have heard Raila Amolo Odinga saying that they will allow all candidates to run, but at the tail end, when they are nearing the election, they will do a scientific poll to find out who is strong candidate so that the weak candidate can be asked to support the strong candidate. But as of now, they want to allow everyone to run. So Kingi left because he felt that ODM is going to dominate in Kilifi because he had a governor candidate in the name of George Kidhi. George Kidhi is running on PAR. So he wanted especially Kilifi County to be zoned for PAR party so that PAR will face off with the UDA. So the question I'm asking myself today, when Kingi made an informed decision to join Kenya Kwanza and William Samoei Ruto, did Ruto agree to do zoning for PAR party in Kilifi County? That is the question I'm asking. But again, before we answer this question, there is a video doing online when William Samoei Ruto was having a press briefing to welcome Governor Amason Kingi to Kenya Kwanza. But again, George Kidhi was seen being pulled by ADEN DUALE from standing near Amason Kingi and William Samoei Ruto. And at the same time, Aisha Juma was standing next to Amason Kingi and William Ruto. So she was in front there. And this PAR candidate was pulled away from the camera until he was forced to stand the other tail end.
Yeah. Is the sound there now? Iko sawa?
Now we are continuing with our panel discussion, but just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you're not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our video to more viewers. Now, if this is the situation in Kenya Kwanza, the truth is that Aisha Juma will not drop her bid for running for the governor in Kilifi County. She is a strong candidate for UDA party, and she's going to run up to the end. She will not change the party because, of course, that window is no longer there. So this confirms that UDA party, in as much Kingi has joined the team, is not going to zone Kilifi County. So my question is, what is the difference between staying in ODM, which is not doing zoning, and going to UDA and Kenya Kwanza, which again will not do zoning? ANC party will have their candidates there. We have a UDA party which is very strong on the ground. And then now PAR party is joining the team. So this is a red alert to Kingi's candidate, George Kidhi, in Kwale County. So not Kwale, in Kilifi County. There is no way they are going to stop Aisha Juma for George. There is no way zoning will happen. And whatever has happened today should inform Kingi and his team on what they should anticipate on the ground. Ruto is eyeing to take over that seat, and because of that, there's no chance he will give out. We have seen how he treated the ANC in Nairobi. They were pulled. Sakaja was forced to join UDA. We see what happened in Kakamega when they knew that getting the governor seat is hard, but senator seat is easy to get. They convinced the Mudavadi to give the Senate seat. That's the same thing Kingi is going to face. Now, this is the truth. I don't believe that Kingi's complaint is something to go with as a reason why he is leaving Azimio. The truth is that these people need money for campaign. It's not a matter of zoning, because there's no zoning in Kenya Kwanza. The issue is money for campaign. They were promised money for campaign, but it's like Ruto is giving more than what Azimio was giving. We had Alfred Mutua complaining about campaign funds and being involved in the campaigns. How do you involve them? Number one, you first of all give them money for campaign, then allow them to organize campaign, and then sometimes let them attend your campaigns. Ruto is ready to provide money and to allow Kingi to be on his campaign. So because of that, I think Kingi has been convinced to join William Samoei Ruto. But the issue is, you are joining Ruto, who is preparing a party, using a lot of resources for use in the near future, not in this election. At least Raila wants to use Azimio just only for this election. Maybe after this, Azimio will die, of course. A natural death. And the power could grow. But because Ruto is looking for something to use in the near future, and numbers is going to matter for William Samoei Ruto, he will not leave anything for a chance. He will look for every means possible to make sure that UDA party is having more numbers. 2017 and 2032 is coming. That's the reason why he's preparing UDA party. Ruto understands that it has never been possible in Kenya. You just retire from a deputy president position and you become the president. I mean, it will be a miracle, and for the first time in Kenya history, if really he can become the president. So the big issue here is the issue of money. That's why Amason Kingi is going to Ruto. And beside money, the failure to Amason Kingi is that in as much as going for funds and those issues, his party cannot grow. Ruto has told Kenyans that equality is found in Kenya Kwanza, unlike Azimio. If there is equality, why was this guy being pulled from being in front? Why? ADEN DUALE, a strong supporter of William Samoei Ruto, the deep state of UDA party. These are the people who are linking Ruto to the businessmen who are helping in the campaign. You know, the Somali communities, of course, they will always involve in this campaign by giving their funds. And those people who are linking those businessmen, linking William Samoei Ruto to this businessman for funding, ni watu kama akina Duale, akina Junet Mohammed. Sasa huko kwa Azimio ni Junet, kwa Ruto ni Duale. And you see what Duale is doing here. There's no equality. Here you have to fight for yourself. And that's why Ruto is going to an extent of using money, even to buy people to be on his side, just to create a perception. So, Kingi joining William Samoei Ruto is just a plus for Ruto, but a minus for Kingi. Because definitely he has created a perception that people are leaving Azimio to join Kenya Kwanza. So that means they are loving this side. And it means this side is doing good. So that if there will be an opinion poll, of course it will put him in front by maybe 1 or 2 or 3 points ahead of Raila Odinga. But in real sense, he is not helping Kingi in any way. But now I want to ask a question. Those people who are vying on party and the Maendeleo Chap party, but they are within a stronghold of maybe ODM or Jubilee, especially ODM. How are they going to survive? And now that Kingi and Alfred Mutua have moved. For example, you are just in Nyanza region, and you are running on a chap party or a PA party, because you are sure you are not going to get ODM nomination ticket, so you go for a sister party. What will these people do? They have been using Raila Amolo Odinga photos on their banners and flyers. What will they do? I think Alfred Mutua and Amason Kingi have seriously punished those people who are running on their party. They never thought about the people on their shoulder. And this is the big problem in Kenya. Party leader being much more stronger than the party they lead. It happens here across the entire party. It is across this one. That is the biggest problem. Someone running in ODM stronghold with the PA party ticket, what will they do? Because these people were strategically putting themselves in a better position in areas where they know, okay, this one is ODM stronghold, even in Western. Really, this one is ODM stronghold. So the only way I can survive here is to run on a sister party, have Raila Amolo Odinga image, campaign for myself, and run on Raila Amolo Odinga's name. In that way, they are going to win. So all of these individuals are going to fail. Or you want to tell me now Amason Kingi is going to field candidate in Rift Valley? Where? Hakuna mambo ya kuandikisha watu saa hizi. He simply shoot himself in the foot. You have the money, but the numbers are not there. How can your party grow so that in the near future, you can have something to use to negotiate? So in my view, they are losing, they are getting it wrong. Alfred Mutua has lost a lot. Amason Kingi has lost a lot. In my own thinking, because they will not be embraced in those areas. Their candidates in those areas will not be embraced. Labda waanze kufikia to run on independent ticket. Maybe they can survive. But they are going to lose in a huge way. Because now, maybe chapter party will be sold in Ukambani region. Nowhere else. PA party will be sold in Kilifi, but in Kilifi county, but again, ODM is strong there. I mean, what will they salvage on? It's very little to gain. So in my own view, I think Amason Kingi, Alfred Mutua, they were given the choice between money and growing the party. So for them, in their own wisdom, they preferred having money than growing a political party. That's my thinking now, because I don't see any other way to describe them. They had a chance to grow their parties. Remember how ANC party grew in 2017? The party was formed in 2015. They joined together with Raila Odinga in ODM. Mudavadi akakuja na NASA. Raila embraced NASA. They ran on NASA. And in a span of 1 year, ANC had already 16 members of parliament. More than 100 MCS. I think PA party had that privilege. It was going to be possible to have an MCA in Kisumu, in Migori, in Siaya, on PA ticket, and CCM party ticket. It was going to be very easy. But because they have lacked strategy, or they made a wrong decision, then they have to deal with the situation as the way it's going to come. I don't know what you think about this, but this is my view. So let us have a continuation of this conversation through the comment section. But please, today I just want to make one more request. We have our other channel which is doing well, Kenya News K. So mkipenda tu muende msubscribe pale, help me to grow that channel. May good God bless you, and see you in our next video.